上一集理性分析利物浦對阿仙奴呢，我有提到阿仙奴前場有咁多攻擊球員係可以有好多唔同嘅玩法嘅。咁今輪阿仙奴對熱刺賽後呢 Skysport 再次邀請到摩連奴同埋阿仙奴名宿蘇金寶做一個賽後討論嘅。咁主持就問阿仙奴應該點樣收窄同榜首嘅實力差距呢？同埋阿仙奴前場Lacazette、奧巴美揚同埋比比可唔可以並存呢？咁摩連奴再次發表佢對戰術嘅睇法，對阿仙奴作出咗進攻嘅建議。雖然大家可能覺得佢唔識進攻啊，但我哋都一齊聽下佢講咩。
How many years are we talking about before they're title challengers again?
About that, we have to look to the ones that are in the top positions.
But how do you close the gap? How do you close the gap if you're Arsenal?
You know, there are many ways to close the gap. One of the ways to close the gap is also to wait for the teams that are in the top to come down a little bit, because even the top organizations, there is always a moment where they are going to come a little bit down. So that is one possibility. The other possibility is obviously to have more than the money to invest. Sometimes people will think that money to invest, buying players we are getting there, sometimes is not just about that. Sometimes that is like used to say in England, the ice on the cake, right? But you have a structure to build. You have many other things that are hidden at the eyes of the football lovers that only see the players, the manager, the pitch, the ball, the goals and the points. There is lots of hidden work. Honestly, I cannot speak about Tottenham and Arsenal because I've never been there.
Well, they have spent 160 million or thereabouts on three attacking players, Lacazette, Aubameyang and Pepe. Is now the time to throw them all in together, Graham, today?
Yeah, you don't spend that sort of money to have them sitting on the bench. I think Arsenal will be strong going forward. I see Arsenal being the Arsenal they have been for the last decade. That on any good day they can look magnificent, bash teams up properly because of that strike force. You know, score 5 goals here against the lesser lights on a regular basis, but against the big teams, they won't. I think in midfield, they're decent at the back, they're decent in goal, they have a decent goalkeeper. But that, you don't win things with decent players. You win things with big players, people who can perform both home and away, perform when it's going against you, dig out results. Going back to, you know, I think that the question is an impossible question to answer. How did they make that leap from where they are now? Well, if you're looking at Liverpool and you're looking at City right now, I think if they did nothing for the next 2 or 3 years in the transfer market, they would still be the 2 teams to beat. That's how strong they are. That's how much of a gap they've opened.
The fans were really excited coming here about the front three playing together. Did that work with those 3 midfielders behind them?
Yeah, obviously with Pepe, you know, he's didn't have his shooting boots on today. But you can see the quality there. You can see the quality. He just needs to, you know, the last action, you know, in the box, a bit more cute, a bit more kind of, you know, nous around the box. And I think once he gets his kind of shooting range and what, you know, you need to pass, you need to shoot, get on target. He just needs one goal, get him off the blocks, and I think he's going to crack on and be a fantastic player for Arsenal.
So there are more questions, do you think, defensively than going forward for Arsenal?
Yeah, of course there is. You know, I think along the back, I think sometimes when you look at the pace, it's obviously that's a big thing. But too many gaps from the right side, left side. Far too many gaps for me anyway. I need those gaps to be a little bit closed and not allowing people to be making those spaces, making those runs and no one in those spaces, and kind of collecting the ball and then attacking.
Jamie, what about that front three for you? All 3 very good players, but what about them all playing on the pitch at the same time?
I think Pepe's suited to that right-hand side, no problem there. Lacazette will say he's very happy where he's playing, but Aubameyang, I would say, is a slight problem. He seems a really good guy that will just get on with it. I remember interviewing him last year and I said, how do you feel about playing that left-hand side, Rob? I remember him playing at West Ham away. They lost the game. He played, I think, right and then left. It doesn't suit him. And as soon as he went central, you just see that's where he wants to be. He wants to be between the whips of the post. That's where he does his damage. That's where he scores his goals. And I think that because he gives them to himself, he'll be fine with it. But if you want to get the best out of that team, he, for me, has to play central. With Liverpool, if you're talking about, because it's a similar sort of formation Liverpool play, but the three that they have are all happy in their positions. They don't seem to question where they're playing. They're all getting goals, and I just think that he's the one player that doesn't seem as comfortable.
Do you mean sacrificing Lacazette then, or moving him out?
No, I don't think you do, because I thought Lacazette was fantastic today. Scored a great goal.
Worked back for the team.
Absolutely, no complaints about how he played. His performance was brilliant. But I'm just saying that is the only problem with those three. Aubameyang is not quite as happy playing on that wide left.
What do you think the future of Arsenal looks like with those three?
I think they're very good players, and normally they should be on the pitch, all three together. All they are saying, I think they're all right. When Jamie brought to the conversation the example of Liverpool, I understand exactly where he wants to go. I think Aubameyang probably he likes to play on the middle because he feels that he's on the middle, that he can score more goals. But maybe he can score as much as goals playing on the left. What happened in Liverpool is that Firmino drops back, drops in between the lines. And then he gives more space for Salah and for Mane to attack these diagonals. I would see Aubameyang playing on that left side of Liverpool and scoring a lot of goals. Arsenal, like I said, doesn't have that quality. But they have two options. One is to play, instead of like today, with three midfield players almost in a straight line, is to play like they played in the last 10 or 20 minutes, with two and one number 10 that can feed the three without bringing Lacazette in between the lines. Another situation is very possible to bring Pepe from the right. In many occasions, bring Pepe to the inside. And many teams nowadays, they defend with the back four. Not many, only the ones with a different vision. They defend with four in the back, but they build with three in the back. And by building with three in the back, they can put, for example, a right back completely wide, almost as a wing back, and bring the winger to the inside. So if Pepe plays more on the inside, he can feed more that diagonal to Lacazette to do what Guendouzi did for the last goal. Pepe doing from the right with his left foot, finding Aubameyang on that diagonal. So they have lots of options. These three players are very good. They had on the bench Mkhitaryan, Ozil, Ceballos, that are players also to give things. I think from the middle to the attacking areas, I think they have a lot of solutions to develop.
Interesting. I'm sure Arsenal are watching and listening. Easy one to finish, Jose. Who finishes higher, Arsenal or Tottenham?
I still think Tottenham. I still think what we laugh about when we were at Old Trafford, when I gave my four candidates to win the title. I would say definitely City and Liverpool, and then Tottenham for me is still the third best team. But I like many things on the Arsenal squad.
咁聽完之後，大家有咩睇法呢？咁阿仙奴確實有好多唔同嘅玩法嘅。雖然米希達恩借走咗啦，但係奧斯其實仍然在陣嘅。當然艾美利會唔會用翻奧斯又係另一個問題啦。斯巴魯斯咧都絕對有能力佔一席位嘅。古安道斯上場都表現好好，係見到近期阿仙奴少有嘅毅力嘅。咁托拉拿喺中場我都覺得係必然正選嚟㗎啦。佢上季加盟我已經係咁講㗎啦。咁阿仙奴既然防守冇得搞嘅情況之下，如果喺進攻上揾到解決方法，阿仙奴嘅攻擊力咧將會好有睇頭。